Hi everyone, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So I'm on my way to the WW workshop, and I'm kind of liking this method of chit-chatting with you on the way to the studio so that I can share with you the topics, what's on my mind, and also, give you a what I ate today all in one fun, quick little video. I think it's been a good format. I hope that you're enjoying it too. And matter of fact, I think maybe this is the time that I should ask, are you enjoying this? Are you enjoying the extra chit chat? Are you enjoying me sharing with you what the meeting topic will be, or, whatever the case may be? I mean, are you enjoying this format? I guess is the easiest way to say it. So let me know below, as usual, in the comments. So the box strategy will not help you. I mean, that's not going to help you when you're at home because, typically if you make leftovers, or if you're making extras so that you can have it for another meal. So that strategy, I think, is only a dining out strategy, whereas if you are at home, you're serving yourself the proper portions. So it's always good to remind you that if you're going out to eat, to actually grab a box, because it's going to keep you from overeating, and it's going to remind you that, hey, I'm going to box up some of this to go home for another meal. And I think that really helps out a lot. Now, one of the things that could help that you could do is, so when I go out to eat, what I do is I always look up the menu beforehand to find out what they have on the menu, find out what I can have so that I am not going crazy or overboard. So I'll scour the menu, figure out my points, and I'll put it in my tracker. Because if I do that, I'm pre-tracking and I know that this is what I planned on eating. And I always have a second backup thing, just a second backup item, because you never know, you might get to the restaurant and they're sold out. So then you're like, oh no, now you're dead in the water and you don't know what to do. So I try to have a backup plan just in case, just a backup meal. Now, when you're at home, you can also utilize that same strategy of, if you know what you're having for dinner, just go ahead and pre-track it. Because if you pre-track your dinner, then you know how many points that you can allow for breakfast and lunch if you want to have a solid, on-point, planned day. And I think that if you do that, then that's going to save you some time as well. A lot of the times when you are going out to eat, it's a social thing. It's not just like, hey, let's just go out to eat. Now that it's just my husband and I, we do that from time to time. But 9 times out of 10, if you're going out to eat, it's a social event. It's a social time out and about. So you're getting together with friends or family. And I know with COVID, we're not doing that as much lately. But it's a social aspect. So when you're doing that, you're not so focused on eating your food and getting out the door. Whereas, when I go with my husband, it's just, we just eat and we go. Whereas, if you turn it into a social event, I think that you can also, I think you'll eat less because of the fact that you're enjoying the company versus everything being so focused on the food. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, so that's just a couple of things, just a couple of highlights of what I'm going to cover with this week's topic. There's always if you're serving food at home, like for a holiday, if for a Thanksgiving, like let's say Thanksgiving holiday, don't put the food at the table. If you have it on a buffet or on the stove, or, off into a different area, or you leave it in the kitchen and you're eating at your dining room table, it's not in front of you, and you're not going to, or you're going to be less likely to go grab seconds on something. Whereas if something's in front of you, you're just going to grab it without thinking. If it's not in front of you, then you're going to be like, well, it does sound good, but do I really need a second helping? Probably not. So it's just one way to avoid overeating and then feeling so full when you're done eating that you're like, oh, I shouldn't have ate so much. So I just wanted to kind of throw that in there as well. I think that we've talked about that from time to time in the workshops as well. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about, are you guys ready for this? There are only 7 weeks left until the end of the year. It's a sunny day out here. I'm sure you guys can see. Trying not to squint and make funny faces, but there's a car next to me that's the sun's bouncing off of. So 7 weeks left of the year right now. Can you believe it? 2020 is almost gone. So that means 6 weeks till Christmas, 7 weeks until the first of the year. I was shocked when somebody called that to my attention, so thanks, Susan, for that. But shocked when they called that to my attention. So right now we need to focus. We need to focus on the fact that we can make or break this next 7 weeks. I don't know how, I don't know an easier way to say it. The next 7 weeks are going to go how we intend them to go. So you can focus and make some changes and make some positive changes, or you can continue doing what you're doing now and stay the same. You can, at the end of the 7 weeks, have a loss, have a gain, stay even. The choice is yours. The choice is mine. I would really like to have a nice loss in the next 7 weeks. 7 weeks is a good chunk of time, but it's how we focus and how we use the next 7 weeks that are going to give us the results that we've earned. I'm being stern today, that we've earned. And I'm being a little stern because I'm looking at myself too, and I'm thinking I need to be a little more stern with myself. I'm staying the same, and I am not happy with it. And I'm not making any changes to make a difference. So I'm hoping that the next 7 weeks will help me as well. So stay tuned for some tough love over the next 7 weeks. I will begin to share what I'm doing. This week was the first week that I said, okay, time to make some differences. So I keep my water glass full. I have drank so much water that I have been to the bathroom so many times the last couple of days, I've lost count. So the water trick definitely works. I'm trying to get myself rehydrated. I've noticed that I've been less snacky because as soon as I get done with breakfast, I've automatically switched into water and not staying on coffee, which I think has really helped. So that is week one. Week one, I'm going to try to get back in the water habit. Next week, I will figure something else out and I will try to get that habit in as well. So hopefully, between the water habits and starting to make some positive changes from week to week, I can start to see my scale move instead of being the same. All right, so I'm going to wrap this up. I've been talking way too long today, and like I said, I hope that you guys like this new format once a week. Not looking to do this more than once a week, unless you guys love it, and we'll see where it goes, but once a week for sure. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you what I ate today, and then I will wrap up the video from there. Again, let me know in the comments what you guys think. All right, so stay tuned. Here goes what I had for what I ate today. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw together some oats for breakfast. I'm going to use my old-fashioned oats, which you can see over here, and then I'm going to use some organic, unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I do like the vanilla almond milk in my overnight oats, so I'm going to do half cup of oats. I'm going to do a half cup of the unsweetened almond milk. I'm going to do a half cup of water. I'm going to do a squirt of this mocha, and this is just going to give it a chocolate flavor and go ahead and sweeten it. And then I'm going to take maybe 1 tablespoon of PB2 and put some water in that, and then I'm going to add that in at the end. So I'll bring you back and show you how I add in my PB2, but I'm going to throw this together, get it in the microwave, and enjoy a nice chocolate peanut butter oatmeal for breakfast. My oatmeal is done, so I just went ahead and made this a little more runny just so I could get it to mix through. I'm going to try not to, it's always hard to get a good angle on that, so let me just see if I can pour that in. And it doesn't matter what consistency you have this as long as it mixes in. So we've got that there. And you could also add a banana in here if you like. The banana would be really good. As this starts to cool off, it's going to get a little thicker, just so you know, if you don't like it, this consistency, it will get thicker as it cools, or you can use less liquid when you make this. So whatever your preference is, there's no right or wrong way. And I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this chocolate peanut butter oatmeal for breakfast. This is going to be 2 points because I'm using the PB Fit. I think this one's going to be 2 points. I'll double check that, but I think it's going to be 2 points for breakfast. So far today I had 1 point for my coffee and then 2 points for my oatmeal. So that brings me to 3 points to start my day.
Yeah.
For lunch today, I'm having chicken, potatoes, and veggies. I just went ahead and made a bag of these California-style veggies. I'm going to put some rotisserie chicken seasoning on it. Same seasoning I have on the chicken, so I thought I would just pair them both the same. And then on top of my baked potato, I'm going to use my spray butter and my fat-free plain Greek yogurt so that I can have my entire lunch be 0 smart points. I'm going to pair this with another bottle of water. I'm down, I think I've got in at least 16 ounces of water. I've got another 16-ounce bottle coming, so I'm doing pretty good on my water today. So lunch, 0 smart points. And I double checked my creamer, glad I did, because I only used a tablespoon of it this morning and 0 smart points. So I'm actually only at 2 points for the day. So far today, breakfast, lunch, and coffee, 2 smart points. I'm gonna have an apple for a snack. I almost forgot to give you guys a picture of it, so I already took a big bite, but Honeycrisp apple, 0 points, snack time. Time for a snack. I was kind of craving something sweet, so I went ahead and grabbed a package of these caramel Rice Crisps, and these are really super good, only 4 smart points for the entire package. So snack time, 4 points. I think I'm at 6 points for the day now. Okay, for dinner I am going to have a chicken burrito bowl, and it's going to be a super simple one. I had some brown rice already made up in the fridge, and then I took some of this cilantro salsa here and put that in with my rice just to kind of flavor it up. I had chicken taco meat in the freezer, and this is always good if you have extra chicken taco meat. Just go ahead and freeze that in portions, because then you can pull it out for days like today that you just want to get dinner on the table really quick. So I threw that on top here, and then I had some refried beans, because you guys know I keep those on hand, and threw a little bit of that salsa on top. I may grab some cheese and put a little bit of cheese on here, and if I do that, I'll count the points for that and I'll put it in my tracker and I'll show you at the end. But this is going to be my dinner. Right now as it stands, it's going to be 0 smart points. And I think that's it. Like I said, I'm going to grab the cheese out here in a second, but it's been a really good day. So I'll put my tracker in at the end. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next video.